Good morning, everybody. I got to tell you, I was very excited to wake up on Saturday and realize that the 4 to 8 inches that they forecast was really like 2 to 3. Because that meant, well, I mean, there's always more coming. It's Michigan. And as my dad said, he wished he would have been a weather forecaster. It's the only job you can be wrong 50% of the time and still keep it. So I am your music director, John Moody. Today I am joined by Carolyn Keeble and her traveling collection of interesting percussion oddities. We have Elizabeth Kelly on piano. We're happy to welcome back Barb Gulati as song leader. And for special music, we've got me and Elizabeth playing the selections curated by Reverend Judy. So anytime Reverend Judy gives me a request, I know it's always going to be a good one. So so if you are able, please stand as we kick off our congregation.
Thanks, Barb. Well, good morning. My name is Lynn Sager. I'm your platform assistant for today. And I want to welcome everyone who is here, who braved this beautiful Michigan weather and is here with us in person, and everyone who is joining on the live stream, and then everyone else who will view the service on YouTube later this week. And if you haven't done so already, please put your phone on vibrate or silence it. That would be most appreciated. And thanks to everyone who makes this service possible. During the week, before service, after service, it is very, very much appreciated. And if this is your first time here, welcome. We are certainly glad you have decided to join us. And if you would like, there is in the pew pocket a card that asks for a little bit of information. If you would like to share that with us so we can stay in touch, you can give it to an usher on your way out of the service. So today we have Reverend Judy back. She is with us for this morning, and a quick request is that there will be a team that will be taking down all the holiday decorations. And so if you have the time and are able and would like to help after service, it would be much appreciated. So thank you. On January 25th, not only is it the town hall meeting after service, it is also when we will do the board installation. So there'll be a couple extra things happening on the 25th. And then Reverend John on February 1st is going to be, offering a 1 hour, 15-minute workshop on Jungian spirituality. It's going to dovetail into what he'll be talking about at the Second Sunday Spiritual Salon on February 18th. There's a flyer out in the lobby, and it's also on the easing, so take a look at that. And there's also a sign-up sheet. Winter weather, yeah, we're all good. But if there is, all winter-related closings are on the Channel 3, and then also, wwmtv.com. So if you will, as we prepare for service, join me in our mission, vision, and core values. As an all-inclusive community, we awaken to spirit, grow into our souls, and build a better world. And our vision, where we celebrate a world of ever-awakening consciousness, abundance, peace, and love for all. And our core values of love, authenticity, stewardship, oneness, playfulness. And our land and labor acknowledgement. Our spiritual community acknowledges Black, Indigenous, and people of color whose lands and labor were forcibly taken. We pledge to promote understanding, equity, justice, and inclusivity. And a blessing for the children here in the sanctuary and those out in the community. As you go your way, know that you are loved, special, and important to us.
Good morning, everyone. It's so nice to see you all. Good to be here. This is that time in our service when we kind of shift gears from that joyous celebration of song and coming together and greeting each other and just being glad to be here and part of this community. And as we make that shift into prayer, we know that when we're quiet in prayer is the time that we open our hearts. And so let's take the time to do that right now with a reading of the daily word. And the word for today is world peace. In 1964, Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King said, "It's not enough to say we must not wage war. It is necessary to love peace and sacrifice for it. We must concentrate not merely on the negative expulsion of war, but also the positive affirmation of peace. Of course, I will work toward creating the kind of world I wish to see, investing my effort and energy to ending conflict, discrimination, and other kinds of negativity. But I also put my energy into creating harmony, cooperation, opportunity, and other positive outcomes. Today, I affirm that peace is dawning all over the world, blessing all people with warm feelings of cooperation and togetherness. I affirm peace is here, even as I strive to create it." And from 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 23. May the God of peace himself sanctify you entirely, and may your spirit and soul and body be kept sound. So the affirmation for today is, as I affirm peace, I help create a peaceful world. I'll say that once more and then invite you to join me the third time through. As I affirm peace, I help create a peaceful world. Together, as I affirm peace, I help create a peaceful world. And we must begin with our thoughts. Without a vision, without knowing and expressing those desires that we have for peace, we cannot possibly create peace in our world and peace in the world around us. And so we begin first with thoughts of peace and a vision of peace. And as we send that out into the world, our vibration changes. And when we change our vibration, we change our world. And when those thoughts of positivity and peace begin to ripple out into the world, those we come into contact with feel that peaceful energy that emanates from us. That peace of mind that we affirm in spite of circumstances that challenge our vision of peace. Sometimes it's hard to understand and embrace the idea that whatever's coming up for us in our lives, whatever's coming up in the world, is coming up for a reason. And the reason that it's coming up within us and within the world is because there is an opportunity for healing. There is an opportunity to dismantle and set aside erroneous thinking. There is an opportunity to confront the fear that divides and separates us. There is an opportunity to forgive. And more importantly, there is an opportunity for us to come together, to collectively put into the world our thoughts of peace and energy of love. An energy that says, no, this will not stand. It's here now, but it will not stand. And again, conflict and turmoil comes to us because it is time for it to be put down, to be put away, to be set aside, to be dismantled, and to allow the positive energy of love and divine ideas and creativity and hope to come forward into the world, to build that vision and set aside this chaos. And so we affirm peace in our own hearts, in our own minds, in our individual lives, in our homes, in our communities, and one person at a time, one family at a time, one community at a time, we begin to heal the world. And we bring peace into the world. So I invite you now to take just a moment to go within, to find some thought, situation, something in your life right now where you can change your mind and affirm peace. Peace in that situation, peace in that relationship, peace in your own challenge, something that's coming up for you, about you, within you. Just take a moment to love it, to know that it's ready to be healed, that it's ready to be embraced, and that we are ready to be at peace with it. Take a moment now to find that place within and let your love and peace put your arms around it. I invite you to bring your time and your attention and your focus back to this place. Knowing that when we hug and embrace and accept whatever challenge is coming up for us, when we do that, we accept, yes, this is part of my world. This is part of my reality. but it does not define me. I can choose a different way to be, a different way to show up, a different way to care for myself and others. And when we allow what's coming up to be healed, we affirm peace in our lifetime, in our lives, and ultimately, we bring peace to the world. Amen, and so we let it be. In the name and in the power of the living, loving Christ presence within us.
When you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. Anything your heart desires will come to you. If your heart is in your dream, no request is too extreme. When you wish upon a star, as dreamers do, fate is kind. She brings to those who love the sweet fulfillment of their secret longing. Like a bolt out of the blue, fate steps in and sees you through. When you wish upon a star, your dreams come true. Fate is kind. She brings to those who love the sweet fulfillment of their secret longing. Like a bolt out of the blue, fate steps in and sees you through. When you wish upon a star, your dreams come true.
You'd think that knowing I had to follow her. Thank you, Elizabeth. That was just beautiful. I so appreciate that. So, it's been a minute. It's good to be back. And I'm not going to take a deep dive into what retired life is like, because I haven't figured it out yet. But trust that I am exploring. I'm having a good time doing it. And I'm so grateful to know that you all continue to be in very good hands. So, having said that, let me push on to my task at hand today. And my task is to continue with Reverend John's series on Unity's 5 principles. And today we're exploring our third principle, which teaches that we are co-creators with God. How cool is that? Co-creators with God. And as co-creators, anything your heart desires will come to you. Just think about that for a minute. Anything your heart desires will come to you. So, simply stated, what we think about, we bring about. And today, I want to look at 3 different components of this creative process so we can understand how and why it works. First idea is the idea of shared divinity, okay? Second idea, everything is energy. And the third idea, consciousness. Consciousness is our awareness of the world. So let's start with shared divinity. This concept of shared divinity actually is really what Principle 2 is all about. Because Principle 2 says that human beings have a spark of divinity within them, the Christ Spirit within. Our very essence is of God. God is in our DNA. We're made up of the same stuff, and we have the potential to do amazing things. So our status as co-creators comes to us because of our shared divinity. Does that make sense? Does that follow? And what's really cool is that our shared divinity gives us direct access to the infinite, unlimited intelligence and wisdom of the Creator, right? All the files are open. All we have to do is look inside and follow the instructions, if you will. Because of that direct access to divine ideas and the unlimited capacity of our partner and co-creator, what we think about, we bring about. Second idea, everything is energy. The world as we know it is one giant expression of atoms vibrating at different frequencies. Everything in the material or physical world is made up of atoms vibrating at different frequencies, including us. Life is energy. Charles Fillmore wrote that all creation on the physical plane is based on life activity or rates of vibration. Lower vibrational rates are associated with objects and things, and a higher rate of vibration creates a universe where spiritual ideas prevail. Now, we know that ideas have energetic vibrations associated with them, and that our brain responds differently to positive thoughts than they do to negative ones. You've all seen these different experiments with plants, where some of them, we speak love and read them poetry, and the other ones we just don't look at or say bad words to. It's the world, and it affects things. So we've got these vibrational rates of energy, and we have a sound person here, so what's up? righty. Is that better for you guys? Oh, okay. Well, good. Good. So we were talking about ideas and positive ideas and negative ideas and the different energy associated with them. So the third idea is consciousness is our awareness of the world. At a very basic level, consciousness is defined as our state of being awake and aware of what's going on around us. Now, beyond that mere physical idea and concept, psychologically and spiritually, our consciousness is our awareness of the world around us and our presence in it. It often begins with input from the five senses, but it's bigger than that because it includes all of our thoughts, all of our feelings, all of our sensations and emotions, and our ability to think and perceive. So our consciousness expands as our awareness of the world and our presence in it grows. Our consciousness expands when we become less and less focused on the input from our senses and more focused on ideas and concepts and beliefs. So when we stop thinking about stuff quite so much and start thinking about thoughts and ideas and beliefs, we are raising that vibration. We often speak about the importance of living from the inside out rather than the outside in. And that's part of this. So that shift from being 100% reactive to and controlled by people and events in the world around us, that shift away from being 100% reactive to that is the key to spiritual growth. So let's pause for just a second and kind of get our bearings here. We have direct access to divine ideas that carry with them the wisdom, the intelligence, and the unlimited capacity of the Creator. We have one heck of a powerful silent partner. Life is energy, and the thoughts we think move that energy around. Because that is so, what we think about, we bring about. And thirdly, we have the power to expand our consciousness beyond the input of our five senses, and when we do that, we raise the vibrational level of the atoms that make up our world and the universe. So here's the big payoff question for you. Does it seem possible to you that higher states of consciousness could help us build a better life? Does that seem possible? Theory should work, right? In theory, it should work. So, if that's true, would you be okay with more joy, more peace, more health, more wholeness in your life? Would you be okay with that? All right. Well, if your answer is yes, then focus your thoughts and ideas and your energy on living from the inside out. Stop being reactive to and controlled by the people in the world around you. Anything your heart desires will come to you. Why? Why? Because what we think about, we bring about. So here's how we begin to put that into practice. When we don't pay attention to what we're giving our attention to, when we fail to notice what we're noticing, we kind of fall into a trance that's based on lower vibrations, okay? Kind of get stuck. We We start focusing on material things and stuff and tasks we have to do. We start engaging in habitual thinking. And then we start to react to today's situations to the way we reacted to past situations. You know, we've got triggers going off all the time, and it's just generating the same stuff over and over and over again. Research says that we have somewhere in the neighborhood anywhere of 50 to 60,000 ideas a day, and 90% of them are habitual. So there's room for some new thoughts in there, right? All right. When we get into that habitual space, okay, that trance that's based on lower vibrations, we're out of touch then with our expanded consciousness. We stop hearing the small, still voice inside of us. And the only thing that we hear is that voice inside of our head that thinks it's us. Thinks it's us. It's the voice that never shuts up, right? One of the greatest inhibitors to our capacity to manifest more good in our lives is something that's called spiritual bypass. You heard this term before? Okay. It's innocuous. It's kind of a tough one, but let's talk about it for just a minute. Spiritual bypass occurs when we use spiritual beliefs and practices to avoid difficult emotions, unresolved psychological issues, or painful realities that are happening in our lives. So if you're experiencing a health challenge, or let's say you might be having some financial difficulties, or maybe one of your most important relationships has kind of hit a rough patch, I'm going to tell you right now that the odds are that simply affirming it's all love and light, it's all love and light, it's probably not going to resolve that situation. It'll probably keep you from doing something you regret. So there is that. All right? It'll keep you from doing something that you can't walk away from. But more than likely, if that's all you ever do is just say, it's all love and light, it's all love and light, you're going to get locked into a superficial perspective, that ignores your pain, that ignores whatever it is you're fearful of. And more than that, it prevents you from going a little deeper to even know or understand the source of that pain or fear. So if you consistently ignore your real feelings of anger, disappointment, or fear, you never really get to get clear about them, to understand what they are, and get clear what it is you need or desire, or what's your intention. Because you're not thinking about those things, you're just masking it. You're just masking it with words. And I got to tell you that having negative thoughts, having negative feelings, doesn't make me a bad person. It doesn't make you a bad person by any stretch of the imagination. It makes us a human being, okay? Plain and simple, and that's it. And ignoring those feelings doesn't make them go away. It may set them aside until tomorrow, but it doesn't make them go away. It just pushes them down deeper, and then it's even more difficult to get in touch with them so that we can understand and resolve them. And real spiritual growth demands that we integrate take the power of spiritual truth and bring that into our real world experiences so that we can find that deeper understanding of the challenges that we're facing. And you know what? Do the work that's needed to resolve them. Spiritual bypass can include using like spiritual platitudes to dismiss feelings of grief and anger and trauma instead of processing them. It includes that superficial positivity that ignores fears or problems. It can be using goals and accomplishments to create a sense of spiritual success. You know, I meditated 5 times this week. Yay me. But it can also take us to a place where we really do, on a deep level, ignore some of the messy situations that count as human interactions. It can also include holding really tightly onto spiritual ideas like a shield, okay, against discomfort, and keeps us, again, from deeper insights that allow us to do the work. So regardless of what form it takes, spiritual bypass interferes with our ability to expand our consciousness and vibrate at those higher levels. It's a good place to start when you think spiritual thoughts, and affirmations certainly are spiritual thoughts. But affirmations aren't enough, because you know what? Affirmations always go hand in hand with denials, and denials require that we think, well, what is it? What is it that's really bugging us, you know? What is it that's taking up all of my bandwidth right now? You need both. So again, 2 things that are really important to expanding our consciousness: living from the inside out and avoiding spiritual bypass. Both of them are critical to the higher states of consciousness that we need to build a better world. So here's a recap of some points from today's lesson. Unity's 3rd principle teaches us that human beings create their experience of life through the activity of our thinking. What we think about, we bring about. Principle 3 describes a creative process that is based on our shared divinity with the Creator and the full access, full power we have when we can grab those divine ideas and put them into practice. The world as we know it is made up of pure energy, atoms vibrating at different frequencies. Lower vibrations are associated with things and objects, input from our 5 senses. But we know that ideas and concepts and beliefs vibrate at higher frequencies. Our consciousness expands when we live from the inside out and have a focus on positive ideas and spiritual truths, when we stop being reactive to and controlled by people and the world around us. We can use that higher state of consciousness to create a better life for ourselves and to build a better world. So we must guard against spiritual bypass, and we must guard against stuffing our emotions down, refusing to deal with difficult situations. So, in closing, I'd like to share with you some thoughts from one of the greatest dreamers that we have ever known. And tomorrow is the national holiday that celebrates his life and legacy. And I wanted to close our time together with 2 of his lesser-known quotes. First, our lives begin to end the day we come silent about things that matter. Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. And I can think of no more important reminder and challenge for us to give the current environment in our nation and the world. And second, his advice to us in his address entitled, "Where Do We Go From Here?" that he gave in Atlanta 4 years after his I Have a Dream speech. He said, "We must walk on in the days ahead with an audacious faith in the future." Audacious faith. We often describe our true needs and our wishes and our intentions as our heart's desire. And as we heard this morning in the lyrics that Elizabeth sang for us, if your heart is in your dream, no request is too extreme. Anything your heart desires will come to you. Why? Because what we think about, we bring about. The past is gone, future begins today. And in this moment, and the next, and the one after that, we can face the future with an audacious faith because of the power we possess as co-creators. God bless you. Have an amazing week.
Good morning. I'm Judy Carnago, a member of your board. Thank you, Reverend Judy, for that wonderful message. Now, everyone at home and everyone here with us, please take out your tithes and offerings and join me in the offertory blessing. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I give, all that I give, and all that I receive.
One, two, three, and... If you wake up and don't want to smile, if it takes just a little while, open your eyes and look at the day. You'll see things in a different way. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop, it'll soon be here. It'll be better than before. Yesterday's gone, yesterday's gone. Why not think about the times to come and not about the things that you've done? If your life was bad to you, just think what tomorrow will do. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop, it'll soon be here. It'll be better than before. Yesterday's gone, yesterday's gone. All I want is to see you smile, if it takes just a little while. I know you don't believe that it's true. I never meant any harm to you. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop, it'll soon be here. It'll be better than before. Yesterday's gone, yesterday's gone. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't will soon be here. It'll be better than before. Yesterday's gone, yesterday's gone. Ooh, don't you look back. Ooh, don't you look back.
And as the ushers come forward, let's hold the following thoughts in prayer. Sweet Spirit, we are grateful for these gifts that are given today and for those that we receive throughout the week. Inspire us and the board to use them wisely to strengthen and support our mission and vision in the work we share with our community partners. Strengthen us to stand for what is right and good, especially in the face of intolerance and inequity. Remind us to respond to fear-based thinking with love, compassion, and justice as we affirm that divine order is always present, and so it is. And as we bring our service to a close, I would invite you to stand if you are able and join me in the prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And now we'll close the service with the peace song, if you're comfortable doing so, to hold hands with your neighbor, or simply put your hands over your heart.